I've written a book. I think everybody here at the table has a copy of one. It's called Life Extension Express. If you don't have a copy, you can get one from Amazon, and I'll tell you why you should get it in a minute. It's like $16, and $5 or $6 goes to Maximum Life Foundation. But better than that, you can get it for free. You can download it at maxlife.org. And this book gives you 7 steps, 7 simple steps that you can incorporate into your life to help ensure you'll be alive when tomorrow's medical miracles come to fruition. Your path to the future, what you eat is first step, diet. How you move, exercise. Supplements, anti-aging medicine, and we're going to be having an anti-aging medicine panel discussion right before lunch with 4 leading anti-aging medicine doctors. Lifestyle habits, the things you do, stress management. Do everything right, stress can bring it down. And attitude, and I'll talk about that in the last minute, but the attitude probably should be moved up to the front because so much else depends on that. Now, diet, I'm going to go over these very quickly. I'm not going to spend much time. They're all in the book. Each one of these could be a separate conversation in itself. It could be a whole seminar easily. But I just want to cover on some high points. Calories, you should be eating about 12 calories per pound of your optimal weight. Now that means if you weigh if your optimal weight is 150 pounds, you may weigh 180, but you might want to be 150. That means you should be ingesting about 1,800 calories a day. The average American consumes about 3,200 or 3,300 calories. It is absolutely disgusting, and it's killing us. 2/3 of us are overweight, and 1/3 of us are obese. It's an epidemic. Stay away from almost anything white. Cauliflower is an exception. Refined sugars and starches you want to stay away from. Replace them with fresh fruits and vegetables, raw if you can. Saturated fats, obviously stay away from those. Replace them with olive oil, extra virgin fish oil, nuts, avocados. If you eat blackened or burned foods, a lot of you enjoy your barbecues. Well, just remember, if you ingest enough of that, you're going to start looking like that inside and outside. But what you put into your system can just chew you up, and it will. Most of us eat a couple of big meals a day. You might be better off grazing smaller meals during the day or just eating just small amounts. We should all have about a ½ ounce of pure water for every pound of body weight. And I mean filtered water, not tap water. And stay away, obviously, from refined and processed foods. Almost anything that comes pre-packaged, except for possibly frozen fruits and vegetables, is almost assuredly bad for you. Exercise. This is number 2. Diet, I believe, is the number 1 life extender for lifestyle habits. Exercise is real close behind, and you should be doing both of them. If you're not optimizing your longevity, and you're not optimizing your chances. You have thousands of studies have been taken on exercise. Moderate exercise will lower your death rate by 60%, aggressive exercise by a lot more than that. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Actually, the elderly actually respond as well as young people when it comes to building muscle mass and getting back your endurance. And exercise is actually more important as you age because youth is very forgiving. We don't have that luxury as we age. You'll cut your heart attack risk by 70 to 85% over 5 years with regular exercise. Other studies have proven that. Exercise will reduce the onset of cancer. It actually makes you smarter, makes you think better, makes you sharper, makes you focus better. We all know what effects exercise has on the cardio system. Cardio deficiency is your number 1 killer. You want to maximize your lifespan, get in good cardio condition. And strength training is just about as important as cardio. They're actually almost equally as important, especially as we age. Supplementation, there have been tens of thousands of studies. People just almost universally are deficient in supplements. Now, this is a very inexact science right now. We're getting there. People like Michael Rose, technologies like that are going to be able to customize supplements for each one of us. One of these days are going to show us how much we're lacking, how much we should have optimally. We all have different metabolisms. We're different sizes, different weight, different ages, different genders. But there's a lot of study going on. Life Extension is one of the leading groups doing studies for supplementation. And we have a lot of good guidelines. In my book, every one of these is covered by a chapter. I go into extreme detail about this. The most important, I believe, there are other really important ones. I have a whole list of them in the book, is fish oil, multiple, a good high-quality multiple, vitamin D3 or plenty of sunshine or both, and protected glutathione, the glutathione that actually gets into your cells. Anti-aging medicine, we're going to be having in about a half hour, 45 minutes, a roundtable panel discussion with anti-aging medicine doctors, so I won't spend much time on this, but I do want to say that most doctors are mechanics. The difference between a good anti-aging specialist and a regular doctor is that the anti-aging specialist is trained, they're educated in keeping you alive and keeping you healthy rather than keep you from getting sick. They can help you when you are, but their whole point is to keep you healthy. Your regular doctors just don't typically do that. I would suggest having your anti-aging doctor as a primary physician. If you need to be referred to a specialist, they're just as capable as anybody else in doing that. Lifestyle, the number 5 cause of accidents, cause of death is accidents. And this book, this chapter covers some of the lifestyle habits that you can do to avoid those accidents. As we contribute to the aging puzzle and unwind more and more of these problems and extend our lives, then accidents will start to move up on the scale because we're eliminating things like heart disease or diffusing them and cancer that are ahead of it. And pretty soon accidents would be your number 1 hazard. So use common sense. Don't do what you did at 18, for example. You know, most of us have a tendency to get a little carried away. The air you breathe, the water you drink, make sure it's pure. I talk about that in the book. Smoking. If you're a smoker, and I doubt if there are very many here, but there may be a few, you're probably tired of hearing people to tell you to quit smoking. But I'm going to make you a little more tired because it's proven by studies, with thousands and thousands of participants, that smoking will shorten your life by a minimum of 7 years. Other studies have shown 14 years. Now, what's interesting is smoking doesn't kill everybody. The longest lived human being was a smoker until she was, I think, 107 years old or something, and she lived to 122. But she had a genetic makeup that let her get away with that, and we don't know yet what those genes are. So we're flipping a coin. Half the people who smoke die from their habit, and their deaths are very, very uncomfortable and actually very ugly and painful for the most part. Now, because half of the smokers die, that means the other half don't die. That's 7 years, it could be 14. That's 7 years counts against the whole colony or the whole population of smokers. That means if half of them get away with it and don't get harmed, then the half that do die 14 years prematurely. So if you smoke, you're flipping a coin. You're either going to die 14 years prematurely on average, or you're going to get away with it. Obesity is very close to smoking. People who are obese have cells that appear to be 9 years older on average, and obesity will shorten your life by 7 years. One of the reasons that our average lifespan isn't increasing as fast as it should be.